know why God is looking for vessels now? This is the most ridiculed season of the church. The most ridiculed. People will come out to do videos about pastors and nothing will happen. Miracles will happen. They will criticize. Move of God, they will criticize it. Unction that is valid, tested before they were born, they will criticize it, and nothing happens. And God is quiet. It's this kind of Noah generation that doubts dimensions of God, that God opens up heaven. But the problem is no vessel. So the oil stopped. God has not run out of oil. He has dropped it, but it has stopped. Because we are a generation of people who do not understand the dynamics of how God works. Am I talking to somebody here? God, oh my God, God Almighty is working out a system. God Almighty is taking you through a process, and you are trying to see. You see, sometimes what God calls a process, you call a problem. I'm sorry to say, in this assignment, there are some hunger that has divine backing. There are some inability to pay house rent that God is involved. Don't pray it off. Go through it. There are some things God will structure. Oh my God. Mary was 8 months pregnant, but she was in Nazareth. That was not divine agenda. How do you give birth to the roots of David in Nazareth? How do you give birth to the Elohim in Nazareth? How do you give birth in Nazareth to the I am that I am? God needed to take Mary to Bethlehem, to the house of bread, because she was carrying in her womb the bread of life. You can only give birth to the bread of life in the house of bread. So for that to happen, God had to make sure that the whole world was taxed. Raised up a man called Caesar Augustus, who came and taxed the whole world just because someone needs to be properly positioned. As they taxed the whole world, Mary went to her city of origin to give birth to the bread of life in the house of bread. So that when he is born and he can stand and look at the disciples, look at the Pharisees, the Sanhedrin, when he opens his mouth and says, I am the bread of life, nobody can contend him, because he was born in the house of bread. I wish I'm talking to somebody right now. There are some things God is doing now in your life. Don't pray it off. Enjoy the process. When he has tried you, you will come forth as gold.